I just throw things out there. Just see how you feel.
What's up, everybody? Intox Rant incoming. So on the show before, we've talked about language, right? And how a lot of times we don't, even though we say the same words, we don't speak the same language, right? English has a lot of Latin and French and crazy connection, right? So I've started to come to the conclusion that English is possibly the lowest form of language out there. And that's why they push it so hard. That's why we've pushed it so hard. And I'm guilty. I only know English. I don't know many other languages. I mean, everybody knows pieces of things and stuff like that, but not fluently. So I'm guilty of it myself, right? But the thing is so words are spells. You always hear the people say words are spells. And I think what I'm coming to the conclusions of is, since English is such a low vibrational language, it's the things that we say and the way that we say them and the way that they've been portrayed to us our whole lives is the words are keeping us in spells and keeping us stuck, right? And so, and with that kind of a thing, it's like I went to the American Indian Museum lately, right? And went back through there and started looking at some of the stuff and looking at how their language and how they spoke different languages, and even within the same United States, or their land at the time, the U.S., all those different tribes all spoke multiple different languages, but but were able to communicate with each other, and some of them weren't able to communicate with each other because of them speaking different languages and stuff. And so, you got something like, say, the code talkers. You ever heard about the code talkers? Right. So like in World War II, they were able to use some of the American Indians to talk in code during the war from here to across the seas and stuff like that. And even if their communications were intercepted, there was no way they could figure it out because they had no way to know what these languages were. So code talkers, right? That's another thing. See, it's like all these different languages and all these different things that you hear about. And so you've got stuff like Black's Law Dictionary. Have you heard of Black's Laws Dictionary? It basically, in law, it gives you all the meanings of the words. And a lot of the words that we use today don't mean the same thing in law that we think they do, So because it's like, look up property, look up being, look up human, look up, inside this Black's Laws Dictionary, look up those words and, words that we use every day, and see, what that they have a different meaning when it comes to law. And so that goes to the whole, I'm speaking the same language, but we're not saying the same things. And that's the craziness of it, right? Is that language can be so different, but we're talking to each other, we're understanding each other. But because I use it in certain contexts, or because I say it a certain way, or because I give it a certain abracadabra or something, right? It creates a whole different meaning and idea, and then could become a spell that could then persuade you, could then, all kinds of different things like that, right? Uplift you. You use words that are positive. You can use words that are negative and still get different effects and different ideas and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Is language really part of what's holding us down in this density of 3D? So to know more, catch me in BDot every Friday, 9 a.m. Awkward Intelligence, and we'll see you then.
Awkward Intelligence. This is Awkward Intelligence.